Dr. Alvin Parker, tell us a little bit about the practices so far.
Well, today marks practice number 7 for us in terms of training camp, and things are going pretty great. Um, kind of expect some things during training camp, but we've really stayed away from the injury bug, and we've really got a lot of work done, and it's showing with the guys. I think they're stepping up to the challenge, and the coaches are definitely challenging them. Training camp is that time you build a bond and you kind of get strong in some other areas, and I think those guys are doing that in this training camp.
Who is excelling in your eyes?
Well, a lot of the guys, I think, some of the guys are definitely stepping up right now. We have two young sophomore cornerbacks, Epps and Walker. Those guys are playing exceptionally well right now, and both of those guys are having pretty good camps. And on the offensive side of the ball, you'll see a lot of guys. Up front, we got a couple of guys that are playing well. You'll see Kahari Johnson, and you'll see Shamdu Knowles that are playing well. And we definitely having some great competition back there at the quarterback spot too.
What were some of the changes that you brought in when you came here?
Not a lot of changes. I think every coach has their own structure and has the way that they do things. I'm just kind of doing things the way that are my way. I think the guys are gravitating a lot to it, and we're getting a lot out of it. We had those guys on a serious schedule, and those guys work better off of a schedule. So right now I think that's one of the biggest things that we've probably changed is the schedule of how the day might go, in terms of practice, meetings, and other things like that. But not a lot. Football is football. Coaching is coaching. It's just the fact that everybody gets to put their own style on what they want to do.
Sterling Hammond was your All-American, preseason All-American. How big of a cog will he be in this year's team?
Huge. Sterling is he's kind of the glue to the defense. He makes a lot of things happen over there. He's always near the ball. As you can see with it, probably with his stats last year, he's a stat stuffer. He fills the stats up in every category: interceptions, tackles, sacks. You name it, his name will be there. He's one of those type of guys. So he's definitely the glue to the defense.
Preseason LCLAA people, Shendu Knowles and Quinte Battle.
With Shamdu, it's his senior year. He anchors the offensive line over at the left tackle spot. He's a guy that, in those short yardage situations, we know we could definitely depend on him. He's all around great player, and he's in the best shape that he's ever been in. His weight is down, his strength is up. He's one of those guys that you can definitely depend on in terms of anchoring down that offensive line. In terms of Battle, Battle's the same as Sterling. Both of those guys are all American in their own right. Battle's a guy the same, always near the ball. Makes a lot of plays. He's a long rangey kid, so the plays that other defensive backs won't make, he'll make. So we're definitely glad to have him, and we're expecting big things out of him this season.
You were picked third in the North behind Virginia State and Bowie State, fifth overall. Are you comfortable with those picks?
Uh, with preseason picks, you don't really want to have much say on it. You just want to have a lot of say on the postseason picks, and we get to determine that. A lot of the times, the preseason things are kind of based off of what was the year before. So rightfully so, you're behind two playoff teams in the Bowie State and the Virginia State, so that's kind of to be expected. But we have a stake in saying where we end up at the end of the year, and I think that's going to be the most thing that we had the most control over, and that's going to be what really matters. And we're expecting a lot of good things from right here on Lombardi Street, and we think the guys are in position to provide those good things for us.
You start your season on September 1 against Seton Hill, follow with Carson Newman. How do you feel about the 2018 season?
I think the schedule aligns pretty good. We have 6 home games, and it's always good to play in your backyard. It's the same field that I played on, so I know how things can be on Hovey Field. It gives you a little added advantage. But right now, if we look at the schedule right now, I think we have 3 teams that are preseason top 25 teams that are on our schedule right now. So anybody else look at that, they look at that as a pretty tough schedule, and I think we play in a pretty good conference and definitely a good solid division. Again, with 2 teams that are playoff teams that are in your division, not just the conference, but in your division, I think you have to rise to the occasion to be ready to play every single week, and I think our guys will be.
All right, Coach, thank you.
you.
Thank you.